Yo, all right, what's up, guys? So I hope this is educational. I am doing a read of a couple of requests, just to kind of see how we've been looking at them a little bit. I'll kind of go into more detail over these throughout the week and maybe track it as like an exercise. But here's kind of what I was thinking about some of the things people sent. No Viacom. I think I've sent enough shit about Viacom. So I promise I won't bore you with that. So one of the first things I'm looking at is Farfetch, FTCH, and that's because a ton of people have been talking about the UOA since like last week. I think I was looking at it last Friday. So there's a couple weird things I've noticed about them. The first one is I've been watching the after hours and pre-market movement, and it's weirdly been gapping up like 2 or 3% in pre-market and then selling off with what happens the rest of the day. So I am kind of confident that what people are seeing is something that might be real. What I wanted to look at here really quick was just show. It was this 318 contract, the 30. They got a lot of people's attention. So if I take a look here, what I can see is that on last Friday, which is probably why I got people's attention, let me go ahead and hit it with the circle. Bam. Last Friday, it had right 28,046 volume to 140 open interest. That's crazy. Remember, what we need to see is that open interest sticks at least somewhat. So the next day, next trading day, Monday, we see that volume goes, or that open interest goes up to 23,724. So now in my mind, this has gone from, that's fucking unique, to, okay, this could be really something to sink our teeth into. Now, the other thing to note is that it picked up 15,000 volume again, and then we see it creep up almost another 12,000. Yeah, about 12,000. So this thing is not only getting new volume, the new volume is sticking. So one way you want to look at it is my open interest increasing? Is my volume going up? If my open interest is increasing, then that means that people are building into the position. Now, what's specifically interesting about this building into the position is that it's happening during a horrendous tech route and slide. So I could say with a fair degree of confidence that I think Farfetch is going to do something crazy before March 18th. March 18th is basically like a leap to me. What can I say? Can't lie about it. So I'm going to be looking for, hit them with the circle, the open interest on Monday. Looking at the historical flow, remember that's kind of like the second thing I look at. I'm going to be looking for a couple of things. So see this spike in bullish premium, see this spike in bearish premium. Well, I guess not technically bullish premium because it's call premium, which could also be sells, and put premium, which could be buys or sells. But what I'm looking for is if we nose up out of this funk, hit it with the circle, bam. If we nose up out of this funk, the market's in. Does this put volume decrease? And does this call premium increase? We see the put call ratio still below 0.7. That's kind of our threshold for bullish bearish. But as you can see, for those past few days, it was way down here. Another metric then I'm going to be watching. Bam. I have too much fun with this circle thing. Is where that put call ratio ends up as well. So that's Farfetch. The next one that I'm looking at, KBH. So this one's really cool. Here's why I like KBH. First of all, like real estate, home builders, that kind of thing, tend to be bullish when there's like rate increases coming. Apparently, it happens historically. The guy named Dear Mr. Toilet, only on Discord, right? A guy named Dear Mr. Toilet in our Discord actually told me that. So here's why I really, really, really like this play for 218 on both the 45C and the 48C. What happened was on the 48. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm on the wrong one. There we go. Okay. So on the 218.48, I keep pressing the wrong thing. I'm sorry, guys. On the 218.48, look at this historically. Out of nowhere, on 118, circles, We see it get 5,100 volume, and then look at that, circles. It stays the next day. That lets us know that this position is real. And then look, it gets 5,000 volume the next day. OI sticks the next day. So this to me is a position that someone's building into. I cannot wait to see what the OI is like on Monday. And then here's why I was really excited about it. So you see that 48, how they started on, it looks like that was Monday. Now let's look at the 45 really quick. So with the 45, I'm bouncing like all over the place on these. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to go to the 45 on here, if I can find it. Let's see. Okay, so we go to the 45, right? 218, 45. And then look at this. So then they hop into the 45 on the dip. So this is really bullish to me, and this is where you kind of have to be willing to investigate and like use a little bit of lateral thinking. So what we saw was, let's hope this is right. Okay. So what we saw was I am really all over the place. So what we saw was the 48 building, right? Continually building up here since Monday. And then on the dip, what we see them do is switch to that 45 on Friday. So this tells me that we've got some people who are really actively interested in this February 18th contract. We're seeing them move positions. We're seeing them build into positions. This is something we can chase, and this is something that we keep an eye on. Honestly, at the first entry next week, I might start building into that position myself, and hope to God it doesn't become a fucking average down clown car like Viacom has. Anyway, the last one I'm going to look at is CCL. So the 128 for next week saw 21 or 24,000 volume to open interest. 24,000. In case it's not clear where I'm looking, here's a circle of trust. Right there, 24,000. That gets hit with the circle of trust. That's big. That's big stuff. So this is why this is going to be a great example of seeing how the open interest holds. On Monday, tomorrow, I should really be looking to see where that lands. And then just to show you the importance of actually researching the position. So here you'll see I'm looking at the 21, 128C while the position's at like 20, right? So that is, what, 5% outside the money roughly? Doing some quick math. But so look what happens though when I go to the show charts. I'm looking over here, once again, bow, bow, bow. As you can see, it's actually slightly bearish. So what's going to be really important is how this OI shows up here. How this OI shows up here tomorrow. So that's how we know if we like the position. But that is like 24 volume to OI. As I like to say, that is bananas. So hopefully that showed a little bit just about how I'm looking at things. I'm making this really long version of how I look at them. It's taking forever. I apologize for that. So those are those positions. You could ask me stuff about it. I try to get to messages, comments, and stuff when I can. I've been decent about comments lately, fucking terrible about messages lately, but I'll get better at it. Go Bengals, long live Viacom. I will talk to you guys next week.